Welcome to page 6 of your scale drawings packet. In this particular lesson, we will learn how to convert actual dimensions back to drawing dimensions. If you have a home printer, you can click on the PDF file that has been provided for you and print a copy of this worksheet. If you do not have a home printer, you can use a spiral notebook and record your notes and solve problems in your spiral notebook. Let's begin. We're given a scale factor for our very first problem. For every 1 centimeter on paper, it's equal to 4 meters in the real world. An actual rectangle has a length of 48 meters in the real world and a width of 20 meters. Convert each dimension to a drawing size in centimeters. Find the perimeter and the area of the rectangle in the drawing. Well, step 1, let's write down our scale factor. 1 centimeter equals 4 meters. And let's calculate our rate, which of course in step 2 is rather easy. 4 divided by 1 equals 4. So that's our conversion rate. Step 3, let's set up our table. In our T-table, we know that X stands for our centimeter measurements and Y stands for our meter measurements. If we work left to right, converting from centimeters to meters, we would multiply by 4. But if we go backwards, we're going to divide by 4. And in this case, we are working backwards. Now, let's draw a quick sketch of our rectangle. We know that the length in the real world is 48 meters and the width is 20 meters. Let's convert each one of those dimensions to centimeters. (48) divided by 4 is 12 centimeters, and 20 divided by 4 is 5 centimeters. So we know on paper the length is really 12 centimeters and the width is really 5. Now we're going to use those centimeter dimensions to find the perimeter of the rectangle that is on paper. Let's start with perimeter. We know as we take a quick perimeter walk around this rectangle, we're going to add 12 plus 5 plus 12 plus 5. Add up those 4 dimensions, and we get a perimeter of 34 centimeters. That is the distance around that rectangle. Now let's calculate area. We know we use the formula area equals base times height. In this case, we're going to use 12 centimeters times 5 centimeters. 12 times 5 is an area of 60 square centimeters, or centimeters squared. That's the number of square units it takes to cover the region or the flat surface on the inside of that rectangle. Now, take these notes from problem 1, and you are now going to solve problem 2 in exactly the same manner. Let's take a look at problem 2. Use your notes from problem 1 to help guide you through problem 2. We'll get started together, and then you can work through this on your own. In problem 2, you're given a scale factor of 2 centimeters on paper equals 5 meters in the real world. So let's just jot that down in our notebooks. Now, let's calculate the rate. 5 meters divided by 2 centimeters means we're working with a rate of 2.5. So as we set up our t-table, we know X stands for centimeters and Y stands for meters. And as we work backwards on our t-table and convert meters to centimeters, we know we're going to be dividing our dimensions by 2.5. Once you get your table completed, sketch the rectangle, then find the perimeter and the area for this rectangle. Please complete the work on your own, and when you're done, you can check your answers against the answer key that has been posted. When you're ready, we will be ready to move on to page 7. But this completes the notes for page 6. You are required to complete the rest of this on your own. When you're ready to move on, select page 7.